ਪਿਛਲੇ 20 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਲਾਅ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੈਕਟਿਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਮਾਰਕ ਐਂਡ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਲਾਅ ਕਾਰਪੋਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਹਰ ਇੱਕ ਕਿਸਮ ਦੀ ਸੇਵਾਵਾਂ ਪ੍ਰਦਾਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਨ। ਇਹ ਲਾਅ ਸੁਸਾਇਟੀ ਆਫ BC ਦੇ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਵੀ ਹਨ, ਜਿਸ ਕਾਰਨ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਧੋਖਾ ਹੋਣ ਦਾ ਸਵਾਲ ਹੀ ਪੈਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ।
मैं स्नेहदेव हूँ। मैं पंजाबी हिंदी बोलती हाँ।
ਆਪਣੇ ਰਿਸ਼ਤੇਦਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਯਕੀਨਨ ਤੌਰ ਤੇ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਬੁਲਾਉਣ ਲਈ ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਲਿੰਡਾ ਮਾਰਕ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ।
Our commitment to you is our professional services with integrity and dedication.
ਅੱਜ ਹੀ ਫੋਨ ਕਰੋ 604 588 9800। ਸਵਾਗਤ ਹੈ ਜੀ ਬ੍ਰੇਕ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰ ਫਿਰ ਆਪ ਸਭ ਦਾ। ਲਿਵਿੰਗ ਓਸ਼ਨਸ ਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਇਹ ਸੰਸਥਾ ਜੋ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਚੇਤਨਾ ਲਿਆਉਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਓਸ਼ਨਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤਬਦੀਲੀ ਆਏਗੀ ਤੇ ਖਾਸ ਤੌਰ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਨਵੀਆਂ ਪਾਈਪਲਾਈਨਸ ਨਾਲ ਉਸ ਦਾ ਭਾਰੀ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਉਠਾਉਣਾ ਪੈ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ। ਆਓ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਰ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਲੈਣੇ। So before the break, like you were mentioning about the negative impact on the people regarding their health, let's talk a little bit about the environment. The changes in the ocean, what kind of impact is that having on the environment also?
Well, there's a number of changes taking place in the ocean right now, and I think it's important for people to understand that the ocean provides us with literally half of the oxygen on the planet.
Right.
People are very familiar with the idea of the trees being a source of clean air for us, but the ocean is even more important. Some of the changes that are taking place in the ocean right now threaten those tiny creatures that are producing the oxygen for us. Climate change in particular is one of those things.
Right.
As the air becomes more laden with carbon dioxide, the ocean is absorbing that carbon dioxide and it's turning it into an acid.
Right.
When we start messing with the great chemical balance of the ocean, a number of things happen that could be quite dangerous.
Right.
Some of the early effects we've seen already with the bleaching out of coral reefs, and what's now being found is that some shellfish are having difficulty making their shells.
Okay.
And we're talking not just about, you know, the crabs and the,
Right.
and the mussels that we know about, but the tiny creatures that are
Right.
the basis of the food chain, the zooplankton, also have shells. And
Right.
when once they start dying out, we start really interfering with the basic food web in the ocean. And that could cause real problems, both for the ocean's ability to absorb the carbon dioxide that we're creating by burning fossil fuels,
Right.
and for the ability of the ocean to regenerate that oxygen that we need.
And how serious do you think is this particular issue? And why is it that it's increasing at a fast pace if it is?
It is increasing at a fast pace. The oceans are now 60% more acidic than they
Wow.
were before the beginning of the Industrial Revolution.
Okay.
So there's no question that what we've been doing with burning fossil fuels
Right.
is having a huge effect. The early climate change scientists predicted that these kinds of things would happen, but they thought they'd be happening much more slowly.
That's right.
And what we're finding with almost every major trend that they predicted is they've started to happen more quickly, and they're reinforcing one another with the result that we may very quickly get to a point where there's a massive change,
Oh.
particularly in the ocean's ability
And that's what
to
we are
regulate
seeing
the
also,
climate.
even if the Arctic ice is melting at a much faster pace as it
Exactly.
was being predicted earlier by the scientists.
Exactly. And that's causing changes in the ocean currents, so changes in the way that the ocean helps regulate the climate on land.
Right.
And, you know, that is, they think, what caused the last ice age. And we may be headed, as they say, in Northern Europe into
Right.
another mini ice age
That's
at the very
unfortunate. It's increasing at a fast pace. So now here comes the point, what needs to be done? Because as you very rightly said in the beginning, that the governments are trying to push this on the people. But there has been some resistance where this pipeline we talked about is being put by the government. So there has been some resistance. But on the overall, when we see, what do you find? Is there enough knowledge amongst the people regarding these issues? And what is being done by Living Oceans to create that awareness?
There is a lot of noise among the people. Certainly the last polling that we did indicated that probably 60% of the province is firmly opposed to the Enbridge pipeline proposal.
Right.
I think fewer people know a lot about the Kinder Morgan proposal for bringing oil down here to Vancouver,
Right.
because it's newer and,
Yeah.
and there just hasn't been as much information out. What we're trying to do is research and produce reports that are scientific and credible and, you know, give people the basic facts that they need
Right.
to be able to make an informed choice whether they want that oil passing through here or not.
Okay.
And to make it easy for them to contact their government representatives and tell them exactly what they want to do.
Right.
So on our website you'll find action alerts where you can, with a few clicks of the computer, write a letter to your member of parliament or your member of the legislative assembly and tell
Right.
them what your opinion is on this issue. That's the way we generally work, is to try to motivate citizens to do their own advocacy and to
Right.
make it as easy for them as
So what do you feel, what can be done and what needs to be done?
Do you know, I think what we're doing right now is exactly the kind of thing we need to be
Right.
doing. Reaching out as best we can in as many different ways to talk to people about why it should matter to them.
Right.
And just asking them to raise the issue with their politicians, to force it to be an election issue.
Right.
It seems likely that in this next provincial election, we've managed to get it that far. It's, when we did the polling, the Enbridge oil pipeline issue ranked right up there with the economy as the thing on the top of people's minds for the provincial election.
Right.
We need to do the same thing for the next federal election. And that's a little further off, so I've got some time to reach out to people and try and get them involved. But
Wonderful. And mostly this program is being watched by the South Asians. So is there any involvement from the South Asian side towards this movement?
Well, certainly we've been working with members of the South Asian community to try to find opportunities like this to reach
Right.
out to people. And I intend to do more of that,
Okay.
not just here in BC, but across the country.
Right.
And also, I mean, it's certainly not exclusively the South Asian community. We've got a lot of different communities here in BC.
Right.
And we intend to work with as many of them as we can.
That's wonderful, and best wishes that this initiative which you have taken, you are trying to create awareness amongst the people so that ultimately if the oceans get more acidic, it's going to be more issues, health issues as far, and also other major challenges which the communities will face. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
ਵੈਲਕਮ ਸੋ ਅੱਜ ਇਸ ਵਿਸ਼ੇ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ। ਕੈਰਨ ਨੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਈ ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਨਵੀਆਂ ਪਾਈਪਲਾਈਨਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਗੱਲਬਾਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹ BC ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਸ਼ੋਰ ਲਾਈਨਸ ਤੇ ਆਣੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕਾਫੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨੁਕਸਾਨ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਤੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਅਵੇਅਰਨੈਸ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਮਿਊਨਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਅਤੇ ਸਾਊਥ ਏਸ਼ੀਅਨ ਭਾਈਚਾਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਆ ਕੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਮਕਸਦ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆਓ ਅਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਆਪਣੀ ਬੁਲੰਦ ਕਰੀਏ ਤਾਂ ਕਿ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵ ਇੰਪੈਕਟ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਤੇ ਪਏਗਾ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਪਹੁੰਚਾਈਏ ਥਰੂ ਆਪਣੇ ਮੈਂਬਰ ਪਾਰਲੀਮੈਂਟਸ ਥਰੂ ਲੈਜਿਸਲੇਚਰਸ ਕਿ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਜੇਕਰ ਕਿਤੇ ਸਪਿਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਾੜੇ ਰਿਪਰਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੋਣਗੇ।